we just being hypocritical about it. Yeah, the majority of it, of us, yeah. I mean, because you will say corruption, it involves Fatu or Madi, and you see Fatu come, hey Madi, and attack Madi.
Yeah.
And then another corruption comes, it is about John.
Yeah.
And because Fatu is with John, and then, no, John is not corrupt. So we are not tired about it.
We are not tired.
And in all these corruption cases, I have seen you hold, and corruption, not just financial corruption, but corruption that undermines the ethics, the values, the standards of the law, of democracy, of good governance, of peace and stability, and so on. So you criticize. I mean, I have seen that. I mean, I faced that personally.
Yeah.
I raised issues with, it's a practical example, Demba Sabali.
Yes.
He went to say, we will shed blood for that. I mean, for
Barrow, yes.
And I said, I arrest the man.
Yes.
And it is not necessarily, I want the IG to arrest Demba Sabali for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Within the broader framework of freedom of expression, he can say that. All right. But you know why? Because it is this government that went to create a law called incitement to violence.
Yes.
Or parental insult.
Yes.
All right.
But does it include them?
And then they exclude public officials.
Yes.
So
it's just for us.
Yeah. So, and now we have a public official promoting incitement to violence. So it's a question of accountability. Now, and justice and honesty.
Yeah.
You, Mr. President, if this is the law that you sign off on, you IGP, if this is the oath you have taken to enforce the law, then here is somebody who has violated the law. Arrest him.
Yeah.
So I said it as a matter of accountability to see whether the IGP would invite Demba Sabali to the station.
He would never do that.
But that is not the point here. The point here is all the NPP community, they came after me.
Yes, they did.
And all the other side, NPP, they supported.
Celebrated you.
They celebrated that.
Yeah.
Few weeks down the line, Yankuba Dabo said, we will take our leader and then go and install him by force at State
House. Yeah.
I said, IGP, arrest him.
Yes, the same statement you said, arrest him.
Because it's violation.
Yeah.
Not that I want him to go and arrest Yankuba Dabo, but to hold public officials and politicians accountable. Because at the end of the day, it is the people like Demba Sabali, like Yankuba Dabo, like Usainu Dabo, like Adama Barrow and Hamad Ba, who would still say, let's respect the law.
Yeah.
And then they say these things. So it's to hold leaders to account.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's true.
But then that happens.
The same people that celebrated
all those folks now,
they came after you.
And all those NPP people said, you do this.
Yeah.
So today, when coffee time, I had Sidin Jai,
coffee time.
NPP national as deputy, spokesperson. And deputy speaker of the assembly, condemning Yankuba Dabo.
Today he was doing that?
Today.
Yeah.
But failing to condemn Demba Sabali. And what these two people said, there's no difference.
There's no difference.
When you look at it in the context of incitement to violence. So, and for me, all of these constitute corruption.
Yeah.
All right. And, all the other corruption cases we can refer to, all these reports and so on. So this lawlessness, this culture of lawlessness is what is prevalent in this country. And one, as I said, it goes back to the citizenship issue, I say, because we the citizens encourage this.
Yeah.
Yes, we the citizens encourage this because we have divided ourselves. As I said earlier, we are not Gambians. We are UDP and NPP and APRC and DOI and GDC, Mandinka, Wolof, Christian, Muslim, Fatu and Madi and Borabanko and Wabanjul.
Yeah.
Then that's what we are.
Yeah.
So therefore, if a Wabanjul is corrupt, we the Waban stand for him.
Yes.
If a UDP passes column, we the UDP people stand for him.
Yeah.
If APRC passes column, we stand for him.
Yeah.
So nobody stands for the Gambia.
Nobody stands for the Gambia. Isn't that sad?
It's more than sad. So this is the tragedy in this country, Fatu.
Wow, that's sad.
And this is why we cannot end corruption. But corruption is killing this country.
It is.
Corruption is responsible for the poverty, the deprivation, the underdevelopment, that is in this country. I have said it at the Ghana protest, that Gambia is not a poor country.
It's not.
No. Gambia has enough resources, enough wealth, that from Banjul to Basse, every hospital and health center, public hospital and public health center, will have wards that are equipped with air conditioners, that are equipped with modern medical equipment, that are equipped with adequate essential drugs. We have that wealth here. We have enough wealth that from Banjul, from Abiyon School in Banjul, all the way to Nyamanari, Fatoto, beyond there, every public school, primary school, secondary school, college, and so on, would have air-conditioned offices.
But why are we not able to do all of this?
Corruption. I was saying it at the gala. I said, look, if we follow the Janneh Commission,
yes,
Janneh bought a tent. It's standing at State House.
Yeah.
$88 million.
Dollars.
Yeah, $88 million.
Huh? Just a tent.
A tent. You are telling me, air-conditioned tent.
Yeah.
You are telling us, for you people to have your ceremonies, and you come and see what kind of ceremonies these ceremonies are anyway, you need to buy 88 million, and you see the state of Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, the state of Serakunda Hospital, of Brikama Health Center, and Masakonko Health Center, and so on around this country. The situation of Boraba Primary School or Serakunda Primary School or Farafenye Lower Basic School. You look at those conditions. You go and buy a tent, 88 million for your ceremonies, for your comfort. That culture of irresponsibility, of plunder, that is the manifestation of corruption. You go and buy a vehicle, $12 million.
$12 million.
To give it to a minister.
Yeah.
Nothing is more irresponsible, more corrupt than buying a vehicle, $3 million, $4 million, $12 million, to give it to one man to drive from Brusubi or Brukama to go to Banjul every morning. For what? What does that person produce per day, per month, for the whole year? So, culture, corruption is encouraged and is rewarded, and this is why we are in this situation.
Wow.
Yeah. So audit reports come. I had the Minister of Information, Dr. Ismail Sisa. I've had the Deputy Speaker, Sidin Jai. I've had the President, Adama Barrow. Yeah, we are a democracy now. We cannot go and jump on people
yes,
because of a report.
Yeah. And
they lay it out that on the surface, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yes. If there's an inquiry, an inquiry as a report, it needs to be investigated and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But now tell us, all these reports, why is investigation? Who is going to court? Who's arrested going to court?
We don't even know the details of the investigations.
Yeah.
The findings.
Yeah. So, how many have you submitted to the IGP? How many? Look at the Gambia Ports Authority.
Yeah.
It's now 5-6 years. It's between National Assembly, Gambia Inspector General of Police, Attorney General's Office, National Assembly. So you don't know where it is.
Well, look at even the fertilizer scandal.
The fertilizer.
It went to AG's chambers. The advice came. It came to the police, and they
withdrew. Report is there. Security report is there.
Yeah.
But Banjul report. Roads project report is there.
Yeah.
COVID-19 forensic reports are there. Aki reports are there. So yeah, I am not saying go and jump on someone because you said you are not a dictator. We now have democracy. Barrow gave us democracy. Fine. But follow the rule of law. You don't do that.
You don't do that.
But then you can sit here and go and arrest somebody.
Just like that.
Who has not been mentioned in any corruption report.
No. Yeah.
Yes. You arrest journalists here. You have arrested people, including myself, just for saying what is not right.
What is not right. Yeah.
So But you can go and sit at a radio, shamelessly and telling us, yeah, we have democracy and, so we cannot go and jump on people. And you tell us that. Just like that. So, I mean, that is beyond imagination. It's
for
beyond
how long?
words.
For how long can we? Can this status quo continue? We have seen a lot of audit reports, mismanagement. At some FPAC report where it said even about $62 million is what checks that were cancelled were also, but the monies were withdrawn. How I cannot, I can understand you could say, okay, this money was missing and all the stuff, but a check that was cancelled, but still the money was what 62 million.
How do you know? It is not just that.
Look at the.
You go to the public enterprises.
Yeah.
The corruption there. I mean, it's scandalous.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's NAWEC or Ports or Gamcel or Gamtel, they plunder our resources. They take loans. Government bails them out. They don't pay back. They don't deliver the service that they are supposed to deliver, and life goes on. So, when we check from 2017 to date, the central theme in the Gambia government is corruption. That is the central theme. All right. I mean, this country, I have never seen it anywhere in the world, and I wish they would prove me wrong. But the commission is set up on a commission.
Exactly. Commission set up on a commission.
Yeah.
And do you even need commissions at this point again? Yeah. I was talking to somebody, and he was telling me that, the local government commission, 2 years is more expensive. The budget, salaries, and itself is more expensive. Combine the Jana Commission and the TRRC.
Yeah. But how much is it?
Millions.
Yeah, but have they said how much is it so far? How much has been spent on the Jana?
I think the budget estimates that were budgeted for 50 million, another year 25 million. Yeah. 2 years, I think we're talking about 100 and something million for their budget expenses alone.
Yeah.
And what they're even auditing is not up to that much. But again, what I'm saying is we keep creating these commissions, and their findings, nothing comes out of them. Nothing comes out of the findings.
So if anything, if anything, they are documenting corruption.
Yes.
The ideal situation would be that action is taking
implementations.
place. I mean, we look at the Jana Commission at the end of the day. I mean,
what is that? The white paper.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the good thing is, the local government commission, how much it costs, I mean, I don't know when it will end.
Exactly. And so on. They said actually this August.
Right.
End of August.
Right. But it is documenting things.
Yes.
It is exposing
a lot of
corruption.
A lot of.
So at least we
have an idea what's happening.
We have an idea.
What is happening?
We cannot say we don't know. But it means either this government or another government, you have somewhere to start from.
Yes.
Because any government that comes, even in 10 years' time, should implement the government white papers. Yes. All these commissions of inquiry, parliamentary inquiries, don't forget about the parliamentary inquiries. The Public Petitions Committee has made reports on the, GT board staff, association and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is documented. It is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, why we don't have this, apart from the citizens, is because the political will is not there.
It's not there.
Yeah. So, President Barrow is not interested in combating corruption. He is only interested in encouraging and rewarding corruption. So, corrupt officials identified are either promoted or redeployed, or just left
to do
like that.
What it,
So that even cases that they take to court, look at the Abasanjan case. I mean, you don't know where we are. But even the Banja case, you get a conviction for the first time and the only one. Halfway, you just release the person. So meaning Mr. Barrow is absolutely not interested
in fighting corruption.
Therefore, I think he is a threat to the peace and stability, to the development of this country, because corruption is the greatest
threat,
enemy of our country. So anyone who violates corruption or, ignores corruption. And you just don't ignore it, but you encourage it. I think you have become a severe obstacle to the governance and development of this country. And I hope somebody will tell him that. He will advise himself. But certainly, if a person who says corruption is as old as mankind, that audit reports are opinions. I think it's worrying. So I think the future of this country should worry everyone. The peace and stability of this country should worry everyone, because corruption, as the Pope says, the former Pope Paul.
Yeah.
The poor pay for corruption.
Yeah.
Corruption kills.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you look at the lives of Gambians, everyone, look at your street in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what
because when we say poverty, maybe sometimes also we don't even understand what is poverty.
Yeah.
Maybe we've lived with this poverty.
It's been normalized.
This underdevelopment, this muddy, streets and these dusty streets for so long, it is normalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to live in this community is poverty.
Yeah.
Our communities are poor.
Yeah.
Not to mention income poverty, food poverty, and so many other things. So, but as far as I'm concerned, and this is the rationale for creating the Edward Francis Small Center, is recognizing the lack of transparency and accountability as the only reason for the poverty in this country, for the 1994 coup d'etat, and the dictatorship in this country, and so on. It is because of the lack of accountability. That culture doesn't exist in our country, and of course, on the basis that we don't have Gambian citizens yet. So, two fundamental things: we are going on the offensive on the government, not to break the law, not to create violence, but to tell them follow the law.
Follow the law.
Yeah. And by law, they have a duty. Follow the law. So we are going on the offensive on them to tell them follow the law, to make them follow the law. And number two, the other stream is the citizens. As I said, it's the empowerment of the citizens, not just to gain equality and freedom, but also to hold government to account. So for us, this is our rationale. Yeah. And I hope all those citizens, who are saying, well, I did not hear Madi.
They should be also
to look at their citizenship status. I think, some of those people, when I meet them, I'll take their birth certificate from them. They're not citizens anymore.
And you have come on the attack also. I think you've been very critical of government sees you as the most critical voice, obviously. And Ismail, the information minister, called you a one-man show.
Yes.
And, I tell people, if somebody is coming after you, it's because you're making an impact. That's why when people come after my platform, I'm like, you know what, I'm happy. Yeah. Because we are making an impact. That's why they're concerned about what we're doing.
Absolutely.
If you're not, nobody cares.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. So, certainly, like you, I'm not bothered by that. It's a validation.
Yeah.
It's a vindication. It's an encouragement.
Yeah.
Yes, that, let me continue.
Yeah.
But on the other side, it also shows corrupt officials, the discomfort, the fear, they feel because somebody is holding them to account, somebody is holding their feet to the fire. So they get, they panic, they get scared, they get confused. And so what they can do is to go below the belt. So they'll call you, it's a one-man show.
Yes.
Or, and they call you names, kill this or kill that. So it sort of therefore reflected, on their own, on their own character. Yes. And so, which is all the more reason, I think those people are not the appropriate people to hold public office. Yes. If a minister of information really is that's all that he could say, then you are not qualified to hold public office. Yes, because if you understand what is public office, you understand the constitution, you understand the purpose of government, and the rights and duties of citizens. In no way should you attack a citizen.
Or
the media, or a civil society organization for doing its work as required by the Constitution. Because the role of the media, for example, like any other media, is established in the Constitution in Section 208. Yes, that you have a right, I mean a duty, to hold government accountable on behalf of the people. So, therefore, for Dr. Esperanza or any government, Mr. Barrow himself, the President Barrow or his officials, attacking citizens and the media and civil society organizations is a violation of the law in itself. It's a violation of the Constitution because, you know, I mean, it's like what Trump is doing in America. You know, so when they say these things, I said, well, then we are doing well. We're doing well. And we can assure them that if they're having sleepless nights, they're not going to get sleep anymore. No, I mean, I had Mr. Barrow say he's having sleepless nights. I mean, I wish he doesn't sleep again. No, because he's sending a lot of children hungry to bed. He's sending a lot of mothers hungry to bed. He's sending a lot of school children. Look at the school children at the Gala protest. You know, that he sits in the crowd because he cannot go and buy bread. He said,
$13. My son told me, Mommy, you have to increase my lunch because I'm like, what?
And no one is responsible for the cost of that bread, like the cost of everything other than the president. Because you are the one we have elected and put you in charge of our economy. All right? And put you in charge of our resources.
But in Ukraine, no, the last one they told me was the Iran. Iran, it was Ukraine before, now it's Iran and Israel.
Yes. No, you know, when you are corrupt and incompetent and dishonest, you find excuses. Yes, if you fail in your responsibilities, you find excuses, scapegoats, you deflect. Right?
I think, do we go to the different markets? Because I had CDC here, right here last week, and he told me things are fine. Everything is going down. And I'm thinking, are we going to a different pool of markets? Or is it me who is feeling the pain and everyone else is fine?
Well, I bought fuel this morning there, and the fuel pump price is up.
I could have bought 600.
Yeah. So I mean, but you know, Fatu, I don't think you should have a conversation with anyone on this issue because you buy a water bottle every day.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I bought pig milk today to have my coffee.
Yeah.
And I know pig milk, the price is unbearable.
Yeah.
And this price is not going to go down anyway.
No.
In next month, I'm sure the price will go higher than this. So. It is not Ukraine or Russia or COVID or anything. You know, we are a country, a republic. We have created an institution called the government to manage the affairs and the resources of this country for the well-being of Gambians. Gambia, as I was saying, Gambia is not a poor country. Gambia is a highly endowed country. We have natural resources in abundance. We have tax, you know, in abundance. We receive loans and grants in abundance. So what we needed is a government, the president and his cabinet, his minister of finance and so on, to manage those resources in a way that opportunity is created for every Gambian. You know, to get a job, to create a job, to get an income, to buy goods and services and so on. And that requires expertise, it requires honesty, it requires efficiency and so on. Now, if you fail in those areas, then it means you are no more in charge of our economy. And apparently, as far as I'm concerned, the Gambia government is not in charge of our economy because they cannot. The Ministry of Finance is a ministry for projects and loans and grants. But other than that, they are not, I mean, Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, which is responsible for the management of our economy. Think of any initiative that they have created now in place for the economic well-being development of Gambians. It doesn't exist. Every initiative you think of is foreign funded,
IMF
project, you know, loan and grant. in every sector. And Fatu, look, you take, say, Nawek alone.
Yeah.
Nawek. Go and find out. And I challenge anyone, all your people watching and the listeners. Do a Google search on funding or projects or loans and grants, foreign aid to NAWEC, National and Water Company of the Gambia, from 2017 to 2025.
It's in billions.
And you see the number of projects you will see, and the millions of dollars which translate into billions of dollars.
Yes, it's in billions.
Now, then consider, Fatu, this country is 11,000 square kilometers.
Yeah.
From Banjul to Fatoto is 400 kilometers. From Katong to Amdalai is 80 kilometers. That's the widest distance.
Yeah. If
you go all the way down, someplace it's even 20 kilometers.
Okay.
From Banjul to Fatoto, there are no mountains. Jahal Pachar, Jahali Konko, what we say Jahali Konko, those are hills.
Yeah.
Those are not mountains. So we have no natural obstacle to lay power lines, whether underground or on poles. We have no rainforest in this country to say it's difficult to cross. We have no huge rivers crisscrossing the river. The Gambia, the territory, the land. We just have one river that flows straight. Then we have only 2 million people. 3 million people. Let's say 3 million people.
Yeah.
Since independence to date, since 2017 to date, the amount of money put into energy. By now, within 5 years, you should be able to electrify this whole country and providing them uninterrupted electricity supply. We don't have, big factories, massive factories in this country. Our industries are all small-scale, light industries. You cannot guarantee 24/7. So you can say, yes, we have, and I've had the Minister of Information say, we have supplied 8,000 meters, I don't know, more than what we had between 1965 and 2017, between Jawara and Jame combined.
Yeah. That's always the comparison.
Yes. Which haven't been shameful to say. By now, you should have provided meters to every home in this country, given the resources that have come into energy. That is not the case. But it is not just providing the meter, all right, and putting the lines there. It's to make sure that electricity is available 24/7. And you got to guarantee that. But the resources are there. So, as you can say about energy, you can say about, look at ferries. You can say about education, about healthcare, about, so, because, Fatu, even Somalia, they are building roads. Somalia that is in war. They are building roads. Because it's in the nature of government to build infrastructure. So it is not new. Jawar was building infrastructure. Jame came and built infrastructure. Barrow is building infrastructure. United States of America, as developed as they are still building infrastructure. So it is the nature of government to build infrastructure. But what we are saying is quality infrastructure. Infrastructure, devoid of corruption and bribery.
All the ways are
flowing
right
now. Quality. That is going to contribute to the social, economic, cultural, and the political life of a society. And that is not what we are having in this country. So, it's really shameful, that this is what they say. But what this reflects, blaming Kuwait, Ukraine, and all of these things, is just incompetence. So our government is not in charge of our economy. Our economy is just flowing, and they are just benefiting from it, what they can benefit from it as individuals. But our economy is not under control. And that is the incompetence, the inefficiency that we have. Imagine if you have efficiency in the Gambia ferry service, you put proper ferry service between Banjul Bara, how much economic development that will generate. You know how many women cross Bara to come to Banjul, to come and sell cashew nuts at, and how they are disturbed because of lack of ferry service, the cost of ferry service. Imagine you make that in a way that it is easier and cheaper and readily available. They can cross Banjul and Bara 10 times a day and make more profits.
Make more profit, yes. That's true.
So, but because of the way you are managing our economy, and managing your economy, I mean, electricity. How many vendor shops, tailors, sit the whole day waiting for electricity? Losing income.
Yep.
So, if you fail in energy, you are not helping our economy.
Yeah.
And you're going to go and put that on Ukraine.
No, you cannot.
Yes.
You cannot.
And this is what we have come to address there. Yes, small. We are coming on the offensive.
Yes, small have come on the offensive, and it's for everybody to just be on the right side of history, or if not, they come after you.
And our public officials, we are not going to, compromise. As I said, Fatu, for the past 35 years, there's nowhere in this country I've not been for a meeting.
Yeah.
No project, nothing. This Mandinaba, Westfield Mandinaba Highway. I remember the signing ceremony at Ministry of Works. Then Edward Snyder was the Minister of Works. Wow. $200 million. You look at this Westfield Mandinaba, what that project, originally what it says, and you look at the quality of road we have, Mandinaba. But when the Westfield Mandinaba road was built, just as they are saying about this Battle Hardin or OIC highway. Yeah. As if it is the best road in the world. Yeah. But those who know at that time know that this road is not helpful.
It's not helpful.
This is not a road that will add to the economic, social culture. You see, a road is not just for vehicles to pass. Yeah. A road, is part of the life of a community. All right. You've been to other countries. You've seen, for example, if a road like this was there, you would have seen that road providing leisure. Yeah. All right? Because they put benches at certain places. They put certain roundabouts or certain spaces for parking. That you would even have restaurants connected to that road. Yeah. You would see that road in terms of vegetation, the beautification of it with trees and flowers. Yeah. You would see that road serving the needs of persons with disabilities. Yeah. Or a road that caters for bicycles and things like that. You would see that road carrying statues. Yeah. For example, monuments of the history, of the culture of that community and so on. Yeah. You will see that road, how it connects, to the rest of the community, the streets around, and easily, so that at the end of the day, that road fits with the life of the community. Yeah. Businesses flourish. That road provides for entertainment. It provides for comfort. It provides for beauty. Yeah. You look at the OIC road now. It's more of an obstacle. Yeah. It's only convenient for you if you are just moving straight on the road driving. Yeah. But every day when I'm coming, I look at businesses that I used to pass by before this road was done. Yeah. And they were flourishing. I see those places now closing. Yeah. Because this road disadvantaged them. Yeah. I see people putting blocks on this either side of the railings to jump. Yeah. Because of the And then it is still, after 5 years, after millions of dollars spent, you are still saying it is in a third phase. So this is the corruption we are talking about. This is the inefficiency, the incompetence that we are talking about. And so, Fatu, as I said, having been in this for so long, what I would see is ministry officials getting successful, getting homes, building homes, sending their children to, schools at home and abroad, going for holidays abroad. But our communities are suffering. This is what I see. At home, they are pampered. Every public institution you go, they all have some SUV, air conditioned, tinted glass. You go to their offices, well furnished, from the people's money. Then you look at the community. In fact, the community in which the office itself is, look at the surrounding, run down, dilapidated. Now, Father, that is injustice. Yeah, that is injustice. So if you're a public officer, have some morality, have some sense.
Yeah.
To realize that, look, you are living on the sweat and blood of your people.
Yeah.
That at the end of the day, the sum total of all your work, 24 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, you have not changed the lives of these people. So have some sense. I remember engaging some National Assembly members, on some project that they were going to sign. I said, don't sign it. Sometime 2019 or 2020. I approached, a project came, an agriculture project, multi-million dollar project. They said for small scale holders in URR and CRR, youth and women. I went to NAMS. I said, don't sign this. A number of NAMS, I engaged them personally. I said, don't sign this. I said, see this project? If you go to Ministry of Finance or Ministry of Agriculture, you will find a project for small scale holder farmers, for youth and women in URR and CRR 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I told them, go to Ministry of Finance. There is a document there called the 8 Bulletin, foreign 8 Bulletin.
Yeah.
Pick a copy of the 8 Bulletin 2015, 2016. It will show you between 2012 and 2015 the amount of money, loans and grants that went to agriculture. I have calculated it was $3.2 billion. And mind you, as I said, this country is 11,000 square kilometers. 3 million people, maximum. How many of these 3 million are in agriculture? You realize it's less than 1 million people who are in agriculture.
Yeah.
In a land that is 11,000 square kilometers, yet $3.2 billion has been spent in it, yet the country cannot feed itself.
No.
So you wonder, where did this $3.2 million, where did it go? So I told them, don't sign it. Call the minister instead, call the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Finance, to tell you what happened to all those agriculture projects. Go to agriculture, they live on projects.
Yeah, agriculture has a lot of projects.
Yeah. And every day, what has that provided for the Gambia? For the Gambian farmer? Our farmers remain the poorest.
Yeah.
So, this is why I said, we are not going to spare public officials. Yeah, because, and I'll tell you this interesting story. Then I was at Tango. This must be 2011-12.
Yeah.
There was this report, UN produced this report called the Least Developed Countries Report.
Yeah.
And it was to be launched at the UN House at Cape Point. So my boss, the air boss, said for me to attend the meeting.
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't think I want to attend government. Because for me, by 2010, I was fed up with government meetings.
Yeah.
I said, no. I mean, I had a lot of, fights in this meeting. So I said, I'm not going for this. But, he said, I go. So I went to the meeting. But I just said, I will just go and sit at the back.
Yeah.
And they do their talk and I go home.
Yeah.
So I went to the meeting, the UN library there, sitting at the back. The ministers were there, the permanent secretaries, the UN officials, and in the report, they had all sorts of discussion. And they opened the floor. But constantly what I hear, everyone lamenting about farmers not getting seeds, not getting implements, lack of storage facilities, lack of marketing opportunities, lack of processing. So lamentation after lamentation. And me, I was sitting at the back. And I look at these people, okay, but these are the ministers, permanent secretaries, directors, project managers, and so on. So when they say all these things now, who should provide those things?
It's them.
And they sit there lamenting. So I think it must be the UN dress rep or the FAO rep, I can't remember because a while ago. And then he said, okay, like final comment, anything burning in anyone's chest, blah, blah. But even though I vowed that I will not say anything, but the anger
in you,
in me listening to these people, I couldn't bear. I said, I raised my hand. I said, and I told them exactly that. I said, when I was coming here, my intention was not to say a word. I said, but sitting at the back here, listening to you people, the lamentations are here. I said, I cannot but ask. So you people, what are your jobs? What is your job? Yeah. At the end of the day, as ministers, as permanent secretaries, project directors, what is your job?
What is your job?
Yeah. Because Who should provide implements for farmers? Who should provide marketing opportunities for farmers? Who should provide storage facilities for farmers? So I said, this is the story I have had since I, entered in the development work in this country. I have had this lamented by public officials, by agriculture officials, by farmers. I have seen it because I have traveled around this country.
Yeah.
So I said, so what are you people talking about?
It's interesting. Our country
therefore.
Yeah.
If I'm to be an honest person, I think I will not keep quiet and pretend that Gambia is developing. Because if you wish, you can come and look at the Gambia. What is happening now, 2025? You'll find something was not here 2020.
Yeah.
Something was not here 2015. Something was not here 2010.
Yeah.
And 1965 and today they are different.
They are different.
And you can look at it and say, oh yeah, but we are progressing.
We are progressing, yeah.
But then when you look at it qualitatively, you look at all the factors, the amount of taxes we've paid, the loans and grants, even if our population has increased, the opportunities we have, whether from the international community and the initiatives of Gambians, the resources of the Gambians, when you put it all together, you realize that we should have been at the level of Singapore today or above.
Yeah.
Not as a highly indebted, impoverished country that we are
today.
But this is the argument they used to satisfy themselves and then defend themselves by saying Ukraine and Israel and Iran and COVID and all of those things. But by now, and again, of all other things, because by now, not just economic, social things we are talking about, but even when it comes to technical. You see, if we had invested in our people, by now Gambians would have been manufacturing our own vehicles.
Yes.
Our own phones, our own aeroplanes, our own vaccines, our own medicines. And this is what we need to look at, because, as I said, every government is doing something. Because society has to go. Yeah. And the money is there. So there will be schools. Yeah. So, but we've had a GTTI here, for example. Yes. It's a long time. If the necessary investment has been made into GTTI and the necessary governance and management in the country has been enhanced, by now GTTI should be inventing things, producing machinery. Yeah. Yeah. Because any country that does it, that's how they do it. That's they do it. All right? Yeah. I mean, all other technical institutions, and so on. So, but things will happen, I know. Hopefully. Hopefully.